Okay, we are back in the air after that unfortunate disconnect. And we are moving at a 10% angle, 10-degree angle, not 10%. I don't know if it's enough to clear these mountains, though. I guess we're gonna find out real soon. Oh, don't like the sound of that. Sometimes the atmosphere will just come through. Yeah, no, at this angle we should definitely clear the mountains. Yeah, we should be fine. And I'm gonna sit here in the pilot seat. Really love that animation. We're gonna go flight ready.
Anvil Aerospace, all systems online.
Yep. Moving at a 10-degree angle. Alright. And we're just gonna drop it down a little bit. Alright, that's good. Alright, so time for us to begin the tour of the Anvil Carrack. I'm going to say right now that there are definitely better reviews that you can look at. So if you're just interested in the ship and you don't give a single crap about my commentary at all, then yeah, there's there's definitely better guys out there. My personal favorite ship reviewer is Morphologist. But if you do want to see the ship and you do want my commentary, you're gonna get it. So let's go ahead and begin. We're heading back onto the main level now, and what we're gonna do is we'll just start at level 3 and we'll work our way down to level 1. And probably by the time we're finished seeing everything, we will be high enough in the sky. So these are drone operator seats. I don't know if this ship has full drone functionality because there are some ships that do not. But let's see. Let's see what we're allowed to do. Okay. Does not look like we have drone functionality. And that'll be coming in a future update. But basically, this is the drone room. And I imagine that this is where the drones themselves will go. And that little flap opens up to send drones out. Maybe you could use them to conduct reconnaissance, or if they're combat drones, use them for combat purposes. But yeah, you've got 2 seats for 2 operators, and this entire room is devoted to drones. Heading back out in the main hallway here. Alright, we've just left the armistice zone. Do not obstruct. Anvil repair. Okay. So it looks like we have ourselves a little workbench that we can use to repair weapons, armor, maybe even ship components. Because the point of this ship is to be able to sustain itself over long voyages. This entire ship's designed for that, so you would need to have the ability to, keep yourself sustained. And yeah, there is Microtech down there at the bottom. We're kind of at the cusp of the lower level of the atmosphere, and that's why it just looks creepy. But yeah, we're about just 9,000 meters, 9.5 kilometers in the air, so that's why we're starting to see space pretty high up, nosebleed section. So workbench room, drone room. So as you can see here, hangar and escape pods. These little indicators are nice too. They're a nice little touch. And then this is of course a service ladder. If we take the service ladder, it will get us all the way back down to the hangar. And that's how I got up here in part 1. And this is the hangar that I was telling you about. So let's go ahead and open it up. So you can fit a good number of ships on this platform because it is a very large platform. Um, and we're definitely going to make sure to keep our helmet on. Stepping out into that because we're high enough in the air now where there shouldn't be much air to breathe. Any. So you can easily fit a smaller fighter ship here. The RSI Aurora, which was the first ship that I purchased, can easily fit here because it's a tiny ship. So what would a expedition ship like this need? Honestly, a smaller ship would be better for recon. You may be able to even fit a small scale mining ship here as well. To just go and do your mining and then come back. But it is a nice touch. It is a nice touch. The only other ship that I know of that has a built-in hangar is the 890 Jump. The 890 Jump has similar hangar space to the Anvil Carrack. The 890 Jump also feels a little larger than the Carrack, and that's because the 890 Jump isn't exactly designed to be a expedition ship. Is designed to be a luxury liner, so it's a little different. It's the 890 Jump is the ship you buy after a couple of voyages in the Anvil. Alright, so these are the turret doors here in the rear of the ship. So we did see turrets on the outside as we took off. And we're just going to go ahead and hop in. Blast door behind me closes, which means if I get taken out, the ship does not explosively decompress. But as you can see, this is a really cozy place to be in a dogfight or just providing a watchful eye. You have a great view distance. Great view distance. And as you can see, laser cannons are pretty potent. I don't know the range on these, so I doubt from here we could actually engage ground forces. But yeah, it would make sense if we would be able to a limited extent. But of course, you would only ever use these to fend off enemy fighters. And if you look here in the upper left-hand corner, right here, you can see where I'm currently facing in real time. So as I pan the turret around, the indicator will tell me where I'm facing, where I can't already see the ship, because if I can see the ship, I don't need the indicator to know that I'm facing, um, in front of it or not. So, of all the ships that I've tested so far, I have to say that the whoa, whoa, we found ourselves a new bug, boys. We found ourselves a new bug. Um, okay, so that's definitely gonna be a problem. That's definitely gonna be a problem. Um, you're gonna have to tell your crew to not get in the turrets when the Carrack is in motion because you can clip through. And we're currently at 148 degrees Celsius um, up here. So we have a survival estimate of 15 minutes, which the closer we get to Atmo, the better. But the Carrack is almost at 10 kilometers, and I've only started falling for like maybe 15 seconds. So I guess this is a good time to kind of appreciate the beauty of the game. I've got some clipping here in the helmet as well with this particular hairstyle. You can see it at certain points, like this angle, for example, because it's not very often that players clip and fall out of their gun turrets. Um, You can start to see the frost forming a bit on my armor there. And of course, our Carrack is gone. It's 20 kilometers, just about 20 kilometers now. And there it is. That's the Great Blue Horizon, and we're just about to pierce the lower area of the craft as well. I mean, of the atmosphere as well. So this is usually my favorite part because you get all of the wind effects and the weather. And as you can see, my survival estimate count's going up because the closer I get to the planet, the warmer it gets, which Microtech isn't warm by any stretch of the imagination, but 30 degrees Celsius does make a world of difference. Also, my Carrack is far enough away from me now to where it no longer shows up on the map. And I am currently going to land on a mountain. It looks like. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that you expect from a game that is still in alpha. So there's definitely people that are gonna say, well, see, that's why this game's a scam, blah blah blah. But when you consider the resources that CIG had to work with in the beginning, they're just now getting their team size to the point where they can develop a game of this scale. You got to remember they're making something that has never been attempted before in video game history. Star Citizen is literally like 3 games in one. Okay, you got a space flight simulator, you've got a first-person shooter, and you've got a massively multiplayer RPG, all rolled up into one game. Okay, that's never been done before in gaming history. You know, I can, you can think of first-person shooters. You can think of space flight simulators. You can think of MMOs. You really can't think of any game that's done all three. Two, sure, but all three, no. And we're just about to break into the atmosphere now. The lower atmosphere. And we should see the clouds begin to change, and there we are. And the survival estimate is dropping because it's cold. It's cold in this part of the planet. So anyway, I'm going to hit the ground, and then we're going to continue the tour. Probably not getting any seats, okay? And we'll just wrap up. We'll just wrap up our tour of the Carrack. So, I'm going to just let this play out. I'll probably do a separate recording of me just falling, but I mean, it's falling. It's nothing particularly interesting, unless you're just super curious about it. And there's the ground. There's the ground right there. You know what? I'm close enough to the ground. I may as well be like, fuck it, Just let it plan out. Yeah, we're in the middle of a blizzard now. And we're touching down. Can barely see. Contact. and my entire skeletal system is powder. What a world. What a road. What a road. Maybe I'll spawn falling again. I don't know. That happened to me once as well. Alright, no. No. And the frost on my suit will eventually go away. And my hair is literally sticking out of my helmet, and it's annoying. But, you know, those are usually the finishing touches. They're not so much worried about that right now. So yeah, there we go. Nothing looks out of place. Alright. We're gonna do this again, and once I get my ship recalled, so I might have to wait before I can even do more of this because I have to recall the Carrack. Well, no, I'll just do another ship in the meantime because this is all getting uploaded to YouTube anyway. So, all right, on to the next recording.